Hi guys, good afternoon. My name is Arun Juyal. I am a mutual fund distributor based in Rishikesh, as you know me now. And I try to make a new video every day, Monday to Friday. And mostly I make videos about the behavioral side of investing, about psychology, about emotions, how to control that. So continuing with that, today I want to discuss about uh, why you should embrace falling portfolio, and you should worry if your portfolio never falls. It may seem contradictory, but I'll try to explain it. Well, if your portfolio never goes down, if it remains steady, then it means that you are not in the equity asset classes primarily, or you have not done the right asset allocation, because equity in itself is volatile, right? So if you have 70-80% of debt component in your portfolio, and if you are too cautious, then mind you, you'll not be able to build wealth. And forget about taking income from it, using it for SWP, because it will deplete very fast. So you have to come out of this comfortable illusion. People think that they people need a smooth journey, and they want no falls, and they want a steady linear growth in their portfolio, no red days. But mind you, this is practically impossible. The reality of market is that volatility is the price you pay for wealth building, and it is a part of the process. Market will fall and your portfolio will be in red for some time, and eventually it will recover. The risk return, you need to understand that if your portfolio is never in red, as I said, then you are probably in debt portion more and playing too safe. From that, you can never take advantage of compounding or the growth the equity can deliver to you. So what most investors do wrong in such scenario is that they panic, they stop sales, and end up missing the recovery days. The recovery comes very fast. You can see that in Indian markets as well. The market fell by 15%, and then now it's down by only 8 or 9%. It recovered 6-7% in a single 4-5 days. So this is how recovery comes. And being a smart investor, you should increase your SIP when there is a volatility. Always have a macro view and how things will improve from here, because things will always improve. That is what the market has shown in the last 50, 60, 70 years. So the idea is that if your portfolio never fails, it means you are not doing justice to your portfolio. Probably you are more in debt funds, you are heavily invested in debt funds, you are in living in comfortable illusion, and you want a smooth journey, no falls, steady growth, and this is just an illusion. It will not lead you anywhere. As I said, the reality of market is that volatility will always remain in markets, and that is the price you pay for wealth creation. It is a part of the process, so embrace it. The risk reward, you need to understand that the reward you will get is only because of the risk you are taking, and the risk is investing in equity, and equities by in its nature are volatile, and most investors fall into this trap. They panic when they see their portfolio in red, they stop SIPs, they try to redeem it, they end up missing the recovery days, and they are not able to build wealth. So what you should do as a smart investor, as I said, as a smart investor, you should embrace the volatility and focus on SIP. Increase your SIPs as your income goes up. Don't check your portfolio frequently. Have a macro view. Do the proper asset allocation in the start and don't deviate from it. You can have a tactical asset allocation for the time being, but your strategic asset allocation should be based on your age, and you should always and always follow that. And If you have a long-term view and long-term macro view about the market, you can continue it. If you can do more lump sums, mind you, you will end up becoming wealthy and you will end up by coming out of the cycle of uh, like falling markets and everything. You will end up by changing your life and it will help you a lot in future. Thank you very much. Have a great day.